Hi everybody, I'm Miss Becca.
Morgan.
And today we're going to be talking about gravity. So gravity is where things that go up must come down to the force that, it's a force that exerts on any mass. So something that is heavy like this ball, or even something as light as one of the ping pong balls that Miss Morgan has. Everything that has mass has gravitational pull being exerted on it. And what changes something's gravitational pull is either how large it is, it can exert more gravitational pull on things, or how far away it is. If it is really far away, even if it's big, it's not going to exert that much gravitational pull on something that's really far away from it. So these things happen even in space. So when we think about movies about space, we usually think that that everyone's floating around in space and that there's no gravity in space, or they call it zero gravity. It's not exactly true. Everything, even space, has gravity and gravitational pull happening on it, and that is how objects orbit around each other. So what we have here today is a gravity well, and we're going to play around with a little example of how things that have mass, or a lot of mass like this big heavy ball, can exert pull and create an orbit, and how they pull other space objects to move around them. So if we want to launch, Ms. Morgan here has some smaller objects that do not have as much mass as our larger object, so they will orbit around the larger object. So let's go ahead and give it a try. It takes a little practice sometimes to get some orbits going. Ooh, it's a good orbit. So imagine that these are moons or rocks from space that have been captured in the gravitational pull of this larger object or planet. And you can see kind of this is recreating how they spin in space around the big planet. So it's the same concepts, but just on a very, very small scale here.
Or like the sun and our planets. That's why our small planets are closest to the sun. They don't have as strong a gravitational pull, so they can't pull as hard against the sun as our other planets like Jupiter.
Want to try a lighter object? Sure, let's give it a try. There we go, it's spinning. So it's larger, but it's very light, so it does not, so size and mass aren't exactly the same thing. Something can be small and heavy, or it can be large and light. So mass is not the same thing as size. Let's see. I want to try and have something in the center be lighter and see if that changes the gravitational pull of the objects.
Why don't we do that guy?
Okay. We're just kind of experimenting around here. So it's not pulling the object as closer because it's not having as big of a mass or an impact on the gravity well as the larger one did. Eventually it gets there, but had a much wider circle. And it's not really orbiting, so this one it's having trouble. They're two light things, so they're not having a very big effect on each other because they're both very light. Oh, there is that one. Oh. Okay, very fun. So, if you have any questions about gravity, gravitational pull, please leave them in the comments below and we will do our best to answer them. Look up at the stars tonight if it's a clear night and think about the planets and the space and everything out there and how a star far away even has a tiny bit of gravitational pull or force that it's exerting on you, just like you're affecting that star. So everybody have a great night, and we will see you soon.